Расскажите, как египетская неделя моды отражает богатое культурное наследие страны и какие местные дизайнеры сейчас привлекают внимание мирового сообщества?
Good afternoon, or good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for bringing us here together in Moscow, which is an amazing opportunity to connect with so many mind-like fashion industry members, which is also very important to build relations and to grow one's own industry. Now, going to your question, of course Egypt is a country with a very big culture and heritage and history, and we always try to encourage our designers to be inspired by what we have as a history and culture, and especially also use our craftsmanship. Because craftsmanship is what will make your own DNA. It's what will make you be different than anything else in the world. I always tell them nobody is waiting for another Chanel outfit because thousands of brands do it and you never do it as good as Chanel does at the end of the day. But still, the problem we face, and we've seen it over and over again, with trying to push craftsmanship is that craftsmanship's biggest problem is the supply chain. And when young designers, they usually look for investors, they don't have the money to build their own business. And an investor, a VC, will always look for a brand that can grow and make the money in mass production. So when you work with craftsmanship, you fall back to trying to find funds from non-profit organizations, and it's usually not very sustainable. You get a fund for a year and then it's gone. So you are in this dilemma of how to guide your brands, what direction to take in design and production. As for Egypt Fashion Week, of course, I say we are very blessed to have a country that a lot of people want to come and see. So it's a tourist destination, so if you tell people, oh, we're doing Egypt Fashion Week, everybody tells me, oh, we want to come. So it's an easy step, which still, of course, so we try to we had our first Egypt Fashion Week last year, and we did it in two very historic places, and of course taking all our guests around and showing our heritage and culture. And also, which is very important for us, is the Egyptian cotton industry. The Egyptian cotton industry has a very long history. The phrase 100% Egyptian cotton is a phrase that's now worldwide used, and also reflects our heritage. And it's one of the pillars we have of Egypt Fashion Week, to bring back the Egyptian cotton and textile industry and to put it back on the international map.
Скажите, как развитие недели моды в Египте способствует поддержке местного малого бизнеса и ремесленников?
Well, definitely, you know, when you have a fashion week and you have international speakers from different fields of the industry, experts, whether it's education, whether it's production, whether it's media, design, finance, even retail, very important. It's an amazing way for our designers to learn from the expertise these industry leaders have to share. It's an amazing way to connect with and you know, maybe open up opportunities for retail abroad, for producing even for somebody else. So and of course the media. So We had a lot of international media. The designers got amazing coverage on international, regional and local media. So it was extremely beneficial for them.
Какие эффективные инструменты существуют для поддержания ремесленничества местного?
Can you say the question again, please?
Какие эффективные, на ваш взгляд, меры существуют для поддержания, на вашем опыте, местного ремесленничества?
Well, for the local craftsmen, I mean, it's difficult to say that we have tools as you have a few organizations that are backed by the government or by non-profit organizations that support craftsmanship, especially as a CSR, because most of the time they are also women that are the craftsmen. So that try to, first of all, make sure that craftsmanship is not dying out, because this is a big problem we face. A lot of craftsmen do not pass on anymore their know-how to the new generation. They're not interested anymore to continue their parents, their fathers or mothers' trade. And so there are some local businesses, of course, whether it's in jewelry making, whether it's in embroidery, and you will be able to see in the Heritage exhibition one of our designers who has really succeeded in using our local craftsmanship of embroidery and actually it's like the traditional Egyptian kaftan making. So there are government institutions as well, like the Women's Council, the National Women's Council, who tries to support embroideries that are done in the south. Then of course you have private organizations that work with the different governorates of Egypt, which each has different craftsmanships, and guide them in design to make the product more appealing for the commercial side, which is very important, because usually the craftsmen they're not very aware of what's trending. So you need to be guided by retailers, by distributors who tell you, what colors to use, what patterns to use, because that's what's now in demand.
Благодарим нашего спикера. Спасибо большое.